Welcome everybody to Cricket World TV. Jim White here with John Pennington. Thanks for joining us today, John.
Not at all, Jim. It's been a pleasure.
We've just finished commentating on the New Zealand versus India second 2020. Fantastic game of cricket. Finished on the last ball. John, what a game of cricket.
Stunning game. I mean, just to briefly run through what actually happened. India 149 for 6. Yuvraj Singh, another scintillating 50 from him. 34 balls. Ian O'Brien, Ian Butler picking up a couple of wickets. Then he went down to the last ball, as you say. Brendan McCullum again playing the leading role. 69 not out and winning the game with his brother in the end.
And we were just saying earlier, weren't we, that also the second time that in fact Brendan McCullum has carried his bat in the second innings, which means he's been on the pitch for the whole game. But it really was a game that was great to watch. About 21,000 people in New Zealand in the Wellington Stadium there watching, the Westpac Stadium, which is a multi-sport stadium I think, and really supported very well by both the Indian crowd and the New Zealand crowd. And 149 was the target, or 150 was the target.
Yeah.
And in the end it could have gone either way.
It could. I mean, at one point, New Zealand made a terrific start to the run chase. They got off to Jesse Ryder, Brendan McCullum. Jesse Ryder picked 26, very quick time before he was bowled by Zahir Khan. And then the India came back into it. They conceded 15, just 25 balls. Harbhajan Singh, Ravi Jadeja bowled the mid-leg overs for just 36 runs. And from there on, you're right, it was anyone's game. Irfan Pathan came back, couple of wickets in 2 balls. And all of a sudden it looked as if India were favourites. They did 12 to win off the last over, and they only just got there in the end. In fact, the last shot almost caught by Rohit Sharma at mid-off. It was a great finish to what it was a great series.
And if he hadn't caught it, it would have been scores level and a magic
super over.
A super
that
over.
Would have been even more entertaining, but it wasn't quite to be for India. But they've got some work to do heading into the 5-match World International Series. I don't think they've quite got themselves adapted to New Zealand pitches at the moment. As I say, they've got work to do. Potentially team changes to be made.
And earlier on we saw India were sent into bat, I believe, by Dan Vittori.
Yes, second time in two games if New Zealanders have decided to chase. It's something they've done a lot over the years and they feel a lot more comfortable doing. We saw them in Australia comfortably chasing down pretty large totals and they've done it again, so it's clearly a mode of playing they enjoy and they're really coming out on top. And
just going back to the start of the innings there, India made a fairly solid start, but also some early wickets, and we're sort of seeing a pattern to the game now where the openers are looking to get off pretty quickly, and then in the middle there, maybe not always a lack of pace, but the bowlers a bit of a comeback, and then towards the end sort of a flurry to try and get over the finish line. But highlights of the first innings, John?
Yuvraj Singh, really some stunning shots. I mean, we saw Yusuf Pathan in the first game hit 3 sixes in 3 balls. They're all in the same place. What's so exciting about Yuvraj Singh is he can hit the ball at anywhere. 1 6 over mid-wicket, the next over cover. Very, very difficult to bowl to, and we can't forget Virender Sehwag. He didn't quite have the same explosive impact as he did in Christchurch, but he did hit a number of very attacking boundaries that briefly put New Zealand on the back foot.
Absolutely brilliant. And so that was our second live unofficial commentary of the New Zealand versus India 2020s. As John said, 5 one-day internationals coming up soon, and we'll be reporting on those via the cricketworld.com/radio page, and some competitions there. You can win some aero cricket legs and hands, as they're called, not pads and gloves. And later on we'll be talking to Ian from Aeros and explain a bit in more detail. Stick with us and we hope to see you at a later time.